Look, politics plays a major role in America. It really does. You know, people put down politics all the time and the back and forth between the parties. But that's really what makes this country great. The fact that you can argue back and forth and disagree and then go home or go to the pub and have a beer. But the court system is not where politics needs to be. And that's something that I saw increasingly over my years in the Florida Senate. The court system was working just fine until some of my colleagues decided to inject politics into it. So you start seeing this outside money coming in, this outside influence coming in. You see the governor of the state of Florida was trying to pack the courts with more justices so that he can have more picks. Get rid of people that were making the selection for the courts so that he could have more of a selection. It plays no role in our society. And when you have when the public loses trust in the judiciary, that's the end of democracy. I've been in politics my entire adult life, so it was a partisan position. My connection with the fair courts is I'm not pushing an issue or I'm not pushing a policy. What matters to me is how the process works. So it's not about a justice or a court voted my way or against me. That's not what's important. I told somebody here earlier today, because they were saying, well, you know, it's hard for us to get support when a judge has to go out and sell that position. And I told them the judge should never sell that position. What the judge needs to sell is the process. Every time somebody goes to court, there's a winner and there's a loser. Every single time. That doesn't mean that it's not fair. The process is what matters, and the public has to believe that they get a fair shake at justice. Once they don't do that, it's the end. You know, there's a lot of great ideas here, and we went through a massive retention process in Florida just 2 years ago. That's what I was involved in after I left the Senate. And there was a lot of money. There were millions of dollars that were pumped into it. And we had some things that worked, some things that didn't work. And what I've discovered here is that different states have different processes, and some of them don't work, but they've given me some great ideas for stuff that we should do in Florida. So I want other people, number one, to learn from my mistakes, but more importantly, I want to learn what's working in other states so we can implement it in Florida.